Dear students, today we are going to start the reading of the happy prints from the remarkable rocket from page number 42 to 44. So the first three words have been cut, so I'm not able to read them, but the next one might be which one he was playing, but it made no matter, for whatever he did everybody cried out charming, charming. Or now you see that you can speak this word charming without G, and as Americans do it, and with G as British do it. Charming as British or Pakistani accent, and charmin, that is American accent. The last item on the program was pardon me, was a grand display of firework to be let off exactly at midnight. The little had given order that the royal pyrotechnist should be in attendance on the day of the marriage. What are fireworks like? That is quite a question which is raised by the writer, and he himself given you the answer to. She had asked the prince one morning as she was walking on the terrace. They are like the aurora boreals or borealis, said the king, who always answered questions that were addressed to other people, only much more natural. I uh, prefer them to stars myself, as you always know when they are going to appear, and they are as delightful as my own flute playing. You must certainly see them. So at the end of the king's garden, a great stand had been set up, and as soon as the royal pyrotechnist had talked to each other, the world is certainly very beautiful, cried a little squib. Just look at those yellow tulips. Why, if they were real crackers, they couldn't be lovelier. I'm very glad I have traveled. Travel improves the mind wonderfully and does away with all one's prejudice. The king's garden is not the word, you foolish squib, said a big Roman candle. The words the word is an enormous place, and it would take you 3 days to see it thoroughly. Any place you love is the word to you, exclaimed the pensive Catherine Wheel, who had been attached to an old deal box in early life and prided herself on her broken heart. But but love but love is not fashionable, and more the poets have killed it. They wrote so much about it that nobody believed them, and I'm not surprised. True love suffers and is silent. I remember myself once, but no matter. Now romance is a thing of the past. Nonsense, said the Roman candle. Romance never dies. It is like the moon and lives forever. The bird and bridegroom. For instance, not bird, the bride and the bridegroom. For instance, love each other very dearly. I heard all about them this morning from a brown paper cartridge who happened to be staying in the same drawer as myself, and he knew the latest court news. But the Catherine Wheel shook her head. Romance is dead, romance is dead, romance is dead, she murmured. She was one of those people who think that if you say the same thing over and over a great many times, it becomes true in the end. It becomes true in the end. In the end, suddenly a sharp, dry cough was heard, and they all looked round. It came from a tall, supercilious-looking rocket who was tied to the end of a long stick. He always coughed before he made any observation, so as to attract attention. He said, ahem means he said, and everybody listens except. So now these 2 pages or these lines particularly justify that what was the Catherine wheel. If you are the player of Boom Beach, or sorry, if you are the player of Heyday, that is not tough for you to understand Catherine wheel or fortune wheel. And pyrotechnist, royal pyrotechnist should be in attendance on the day of her marriage. So protectionist at that time, you can say it quite like a doctor. And Aurora Borealis, that is another character. And here are some important witty remarks, farcical remarks, and what type of the answers we can justify from it. Now I'm gonna give you a brief in Hindi and Urdu. हैप्पी प्रिंट्स के अंदर जो है वो प्रोग्राम डिसाइड होता है और उसके अंदर जो है वो एक फायर बॉक्स या जो फुलझड़ियाँ होती हैं या जो आतिशबाजी होती है उसके करने का एक प्लान बनता है और उसके अंदर डिफरेंट किस्म की जो है ना वो आराई इकट्ठी होती हैं। उन आरा को सामने रखते हुए राइटर जो है एक थर्ड जो है ना वो नरेटर को क्रिएट करता है जो पूछता है और चीज़ों को जो है ना वो बयान करने की कोशिश करता है और वो कहता है व्हाट आर फायर वर्क्स लाइक, ये जो होती हैं ये आतिश जो है ना वो ये आतिशबाजी और ये फुलझड़ियाँ होती कैसी हैं। ठीक है, अब अरोरा जो है उसको एक डिफरेंट किस्म का जो है ना रिप्लाई करती है और उसके ऊपर जो है वो अब ये सारी इन 2 पेजेस के अंदर जो है ना ये ख़ास पिच है और इस पिच को सामने रखते हुए आप इसको जो है वो जस्टिफाई करते हैं। The word is certainly very beautiful, cried a little squib. Just look at those yellow tulips. Why, if they have travel improve the mind wonderfully and does away with all one's prejudice. The king's garden is not the word, you foolish squib, said a big Roman candle. अब रोमन कैंडल जो यहाँ पर है और कैथरीन व्हील, मैंने आपको हेडे का वाला इसलिए दिया था कि उसके अंदर जो डेली बेसिस पे आपका फार्चून व्हील आता होता है वो और ये कैथरीन व्हील, इसमें कोई इतना ज़्यादा जो है ना वो फ़र्क नहीं है। फ़र्क सिर्फ और सिर्फ इतना है कि इसके अंदर जो है वो आतिशबाजी इकट्ठी लगी होती है। जब एक साइड से इसको आग सुलगाते हैं या आग दिखाते हैं तो ये चकोर या गोल दायरे के अंदर जो है वो घूमना शुरू कर देता है। ठीक है, इस वक्त जितनी भी बात चल रही है यहाँ तक आप अगर इसको रखते हैं तो आपको नहीं ये क्लियर होगा जब तक आप पीछे से नावल को नहीं पढ़ के आएंगे। तो ये नावल की एक प्रॉपर या शॉर्ट स्टोरी की एक ख़ास ये कला है या इसका एक प्रॉब्लम है कि जब तक आप इसको सफ़ा ब सफ़ा पढ़ कर नहीं आते तो इसकी जो है ना वो, अब यहाँ से मैं जितना भी इसको खपाऊंगा तो आपको जो है ना वो फ़ायदा नहीं होगा। अब इसको हम अगले जो है ना वो लेक्चर के साथ कोरिलेट करते हैं ताकि हम इसको जो है वो जान सकें। पर बार कैफ 42 और 43 पेज आज हमने किया। इजाज़त दीजिए, नए लेक्चर के साथ दोबारा आपकी खिदमत में हाज़िर होंगे। तब तक के लिए इजाज़त दीजिए। मेरे साथ मिलकर के ये इंसानियत की बेहतरी के लिए, तालीम और तरबियत के लिए एक कदम और। लेट मी गो नाउ एंड से विद मी, डू समथिंग मोर फॉर ह्यूमैनिटी, डू समथिंग मोर फॉर नॉलेज एंड practices. Have a good day.